Hello everyone, this is Scarzig, and welcome back to another episode of Duelyst. Today we're going to be playing some Mask of Shadows Kaleos. Now, I'm trying to keep up the tradition of sort of now just going into the game. I think that I'll have a lot of time during the game to go over the deck. Once again, the deck list will be in the description. I do need to remember to copy and paste the deck code for this current version of the deck. This deck has gone through several iterations, and you know, it's looking pretty solid. Now, Onyx Bear's Seal is really good in this matchup if it goes to the later stages. I think it's nice to just have one in hand in case he plays a Nimbus, or it's one of our best outs for a Mara healer. So I think we're just going to hold on to it. We've got the Sinister Silhouette as well. There we go. This is starting to come together. The aim of this deck is just to get into position behind the opponent and just start backstabbing the mess out of them. So we have a lot of cards to that effect. We've got Flicker, we've got Silhouette Tracer, and we also have a copy of Twilight Fox in the deck, which isn't that great. We just have the one of, because Twilight Fox acts like you have 3.5 copies of Zendo, 3.5 copies of Flicker. So seeing the Wings of Paradise, we know this is going to be a very aggressive Vitruvian list. We know that this is going to be probably the flying combo deck, which is sort of obnoxious. And next turn, he can make this into a 5/3, and if he casts like First Wish on it, then Wings of Paradise can trade into the Primus Shield Master, and I think that's worth it for me, just to not take that damage. And seeing that this is flying combo, I'm going to replace Onyx Bear Seal. And we're just going to go in, deny this mana. Obscuring Blow, perfect, that's what I want to see on 4 mana. We're going to have Obscuring Blow, Bangle of Blinding Strike. There's a chance that maybe we even cast Obscuring Blow on the Sinister Silhouette, start backstabbing his stuff. And what's really nice about this is because it just hangs around. Your opponent really doesn't want to use removal on the Sinister Silhouette, right? So if it does take any sort of effects or removal, then that's just really great for us. Okay, so he is just going to Smork here. He doesn't care about clearing the Primus Shield Master. And this being immune to general damage is actually really huge for him, because I can't just backstab this thing. Primus Shield Master can. Primus Shield Master is in position to do that thing. And the good news is that it will just live, and then I have a Provoke hanging around on the board. And then I could probably just develop Lantern Fox instead. That seems pretty dank. Okay. Twin Strike, now that I'm thinking about it, probably better to keep. Because if he goes Skywing, 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 Skywing ×3, Dragonlark ×3, there's a chance that, well, even the Twin Strike doesn't save me there. So I think it's probably best to just be as aggressive as possible. So we're just going to move up like this, and Obscuring Blow, and kill. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah. And then the goal becomes protect the Primus Shield Master from Falcius. And then we've got this bad boy, just helping body block. The problem now is that we've got a lot of pressure on the board, and if our opponent just hugs the back wall like this, then we have to wait until we get Grandmaster Zendo or Twilight Fox or something to pull him out of the corner, right? So this is fine, actually. Blood of Air on Lantern Fox, and he's taking 3 damage to take down this Primus Shield Master is very solid. I'm wondering if there was like a way I could position there. But look, if we replace in a Mask of Shadows here, we can get such a huge stab on him. Yes! Oh my god, yes. We get the Mask Bangle combo. So we're just going to get this damage off on him right now. And then Sinister Silhouette for the body block. Perfect. And again, we can still attack. This can't be attacked, but it does take counterattack damage. So now we just threaten him. Even Rasha's Curse here only breaks 1 artifact, so we can still get lethal with the other. We've got Onyx Bear Seal for for any provokes. Yep, perfect. A Mara Healer coming down. The Wings of Paradise tricked me into thinking this was going to be an aggressive deck, but that ended up not being the case. Alright, so we're going to replace Sinister Silhouette. Yeah, so we Onyx Bear Seal this, hit with the Sinister Silhouette, and then we can use our Bangle of Blinding Strike to hit him for the last 4 damage we need. Nice. Sinister Silhouette, hang it around, give me that 1 damage right when I need it. See, and then it dies to the counterattack damage so that I can get in and do my damage from the general. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we really lucked out there, honestly, because we did replace the Onyx Bear Seal because I had sort of an aggressive read on his deck, and then it ended up just being sort of standard. Who knows? It could have been Flying Combo. I know the very, very streamlined ones run very specific numbers of flying minions, right? So you're guaranteed to draw into them and end up with Noshrak to top off. It forces your opponent to have AoE or just perish. Celestial Phantom isn't great in this matchup. Celestial Phantom is a card that I put in because it's just solid in like Lion Art, right? It's just good in matchups like that where you need something to take down those big fat minions, and it's really great for zoning the opponent because Blink is such a great spacing tool. But against Abyssinian, it's not that great, so we can just chuck it. We've got the 2/3/4, so that's great, and Bangle of Blinding Strike. I'm wondering if I replace Bangle. I think I'm looking for like Obscuring Blow or Mask before I get Bangle. So that's actually a lot better for us, in my opinion. Nice. Look at this. We've got Mask, Bangle, and Silhouette Tracer. So we just need to lock them down with Primus Shieldmaster, get into position, and then do the same thing. Spectral Blade. That's spicy. So I can ramp into Primus Shieldmaster here and basically give it up as a sacrifice to the Spectral Blade. Another thing I could do as well is have the Sinister Silhouette kill the Wraithling, and this becomes a 1/1, so it dies to Demonic Lure. Against Cassiva, Sinister Silhouette isn't that great because she can just double ping it down, but I think that setting that up and making it a really enticing target is actually going to be pretty good overall. I could even... no, I'll just go Primus Shieldmaster. Do I want to do this or this? Does it matter? Does it matter at all? I suppose so. Just in case there's ever a world where I want the Primus Shieldmaster to walk onto this mana, then I have that available to me. And I'll keep Key Beholder. Key Beholder we have in the deck because it allows us to lock down a minion and then move into range to backstab it potentially. Delay a threat for 1 turn is always great. It also gives us a ranged minion to help threaten our opponent from a distance and bring that down towards us, right? Whoa, that's basically if our opponent does end up hugging the wall, the Key Beholder puts a minion down that they have to answer. If you're running a deck like this and you're struggling with it, Riva is probably a much better option. I set out specifically to make this a Kaleos deck, but Riva can just pressure from a range with Heartseekers, and it forces your opponent to come to you, and it allows you to get your backstabs a lot easier. So, Flicker would be great here. I can go Tatsu and punch the Lightbender. Or I could just Tracer into position, right? I can punch, trade, Tracer into position, and then I just have his back set up for next turn. And that keeps him from dealing with the Primus Shieldmaster and then backing off. However, if he does deal with the Primus Shieldmaster, then maybe he steps up, protects his back. That's a bit awkward for us. So, yeah, I'm just going to punch this. I'll just Key Beholder. Tokusatsu, this thing. And I'm moving the Primus Shieldmaster into a position where if he tries to develop anything defensively, I can still take it out. I can still get my backstab. This deck sort of needs to disguise itself as mid-range Kaleos, and then you get your combo off, right? And this is one of the reasons we have Flicker as well, because we can get into that back tile whenever we need to. And being 3 mana versus 4, you know, it's a lot easier to fit in the combos. But sometimes Silhouette Tracer is just a good thing to trade with. Huh, alright, Sworn Sister. That's cool. And some Wraithlings, that's also cool. And again, I talked about how Celestial Phantom wasn't really great in this matchup, but he is playing some nice mid-range minions, so it might be worth investing in after all. So I can actually move the Key Beholder up here if I want, and then I can Silhouette Tracer Mask of Shadows. With all of these bodies on the board, going for my combo isn't that great. Flicker. Okay, that makes things a lot more interesting. If I do this... Yeah, because then I can move the Key Beholder and blink it. Right? Have the Key Beholder kill the Sworn Sister. And then I just plop down the Primus Shieldmaster instead. I'm going to have this one kill the Wraithling. Leaves it as a 3-1, and that's pretty good value for me. You can trade in the other Wraithling, and then use Spectral Blade plus Lightbender to kill this Primus Shieldmaster. But this is pretty much what I have them in the deck for, just to eat resources from the opponent, just to keep them locked down while I slowly move into position. It's taken a while for me to get to that point, but now we're going on to 6 mana next turn. We've got Mask Bangle, hopefully here. I'm perfectly fine with Grasp. Oh, cool. He's going to Demonic Lore to get the Key Beholder up in this, too. And, again, I'm fine with this. This is a lot of resources, but I'm about to get my combo off here. And the more he spends on, like, doing combo shenanigans, then he probably won't have anything left to guard his back. So we'll see what he does here. Gloom Chaser. All right. He's going to try to take the mana. No, he is going to guard his back. Okay, cool. Zendo. That's what I want to see. So I can Silhouette Tracer Bangle. I think I just punch him, break his Spectral Blade, and then summon the Zendo. But then Zendo sort of just dies. I think I want to get set up with my backstab first. I think Silhouette Bangle is correct. I'll just do this. And I'll save the mask because Lilith has so many like individual pings and burn. We just saw with the Grasp of Agony, probably running Void Pulse, potentially Desolator. We really don't want to sacrifice our board. We do have the positional advantage now, where he's only able to move like this diagonally and then guard his back with a fat minion. We've got the Onyx Bear Seal to prevent that. We've also got Zendo to pluck him out of position. Yep, so there's the Desolator. And this is one of the issues for this matchup, is that Lilith actually ends up having a lot of healing. So you have to try to stay as healthy as possible while you gather your combo pieces and then go for the kill. So good spawn. Good spawn for me on the Shadow Spawn. Yes! I'll take that. So he's looking to just burst me down. And I'm okay with that. Alright, so we don't need Flicker anymore, because we're finally in position. Let me see. We can do 12 damage. We just have to worry about, what, Spectral Revenant, I think. We could even Zendo Mask, actually. If we move the Silhouette Tracer here, we can play Zendo and Mask. And then he, like, attacks into us and then takes more backstab damage. Although it's probably better to do this. I think this is correct. We get the double backstab. And then we have the Silhouette Tracer kill. And then we summon the Sinister Silhouette to keep the this Wraithling away from us. Now he does have Desolator. It does return to your hand. You have to remember that. So we do need to set up for a bursty turn here. And so with Spectral Revenant, that would be 6, 7, 8, 9. And even if he steps up into the corner, I think we have lethal, because we hit him for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, and then Zendo finishes him off. So we'll have to see what he goes for here. We have double Onyx Bear Seal. We actually only have 2 copies of Onyx Bear in the deck to take care of key targets. Like, you don't want to use these willy-nilly. They're basically for removing your opponent's last-ditch effort in the later stages of the game. And we did get pretty lucky here. We'll see how much healing he can actually pull off with the Desolator. Oh, wait, he did have enough mana for Desolator? Oh, it's because he Darkfire sacrificed it. That's right. That's my mistake. Oh, that's right. He Darkfire sacrificed his own Desolator, and that reduced the cost of it, so that he was able to put both of those in the same turn. Rip. So we actually got punished there by leaving that mana up. Wait, even if he didn't have that extra mana to fit that in, I suppose I could have used Blink to move the Silhouette Tracer onto the mana, and then I still had had enough to play the Sinister Silhouette. So yeah, I think we did get punished there. Wow. So yeah, that matchup is pretty difficult, I would say, for this deck, because if you have a lot of healing, you just outlast its burst. It took me a while to move into position and get my combo pieces as well, so that was very unfortunate. So against Cara, I think Celestial Phantom is actually going to be really solid. Most likely going to be Arcanist. At the very least, the Luminous Charge, like wall variant. So Twin Strike, Silhouette Tracer is also going to help us out here. Zendo we could potentially hold on to, but I think we need combo pieces. So I'm going to just throw these 2 back. This is what I want to see. Like, Obscuring Blow acting like a pseudo Mask of Shadows is really solid for us, especially when you combine it with Bangle. Because we can go turn 1 Celestial Phantom, and then turn 2 Silhouette Tracer to get into position, into turn 3 Obscuring Blow. We could even do Celestial Phantom on the mana, Obscuring Blow on our general. Which sort of gives away our battle plan a little bit, but I don't think it's that bad. Because what this does is it forces him to consider, do you want to use Chromatic Cold on my minion that's going to trade up into all of your stuff, or do you want to use Chromatic Cold on my general and take away the backstab, which I've actually lost games due to, right? They get their Chromatic Cold to take away my Obscuring Blow, and then I don't draw the second Obscuring Blow or a Mask to get the rest of my combo up. And what makes the combo deck so good, especially Songhai, like their nature of combo deck has always been that their pieces can combine in a bunch of different configurations, right? So you don't always get dead cards a lot of the time because you can use them in so many different ways that you always have some sort of combo in your hand. But I feel that this deck has like such specific combos in it that it does end up struggling, right? Like that last game, I felt like I was pretty slow on the uptake. You know, getting into position and backstabbing my opponent. Ooh, I get to Twin Strike this. Nice. So I can kill 2, Twin Strike the other 2, and then I draw a card. Other plays would be me just Silhouette Tracering now, here, and then getting a backstab. Actually, I think that that's a bit stronger. Let me see. Silhouette Tracer would put me 1, 2, 3, and then I can move and attack. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I actually need a Silhouette Tracer so I can move here. So I would summon it here. So I can move here. Because I do have Obscuring Blow equipped. And again, this deck really relies on getting the positional advantage as early as possible and then capitalizing on this. Like next turn, we've got Bangle. I'm even going to replace a Twin Strike, hoping for a Mask. And so now he's just got Gravity Wells that are in pretty bad positions. He can like walk down, summon something big behind him. But I've got Flicker. I can even go 5, ramp up to 6. Right, I'll be on 5 next turn. I could potentially go 6. And then do Flicker Bangle, and then kill whatever he protects his back with, plus get some more damage in, which is what he's going to be. Oh, he's not going to... Oh, Frigid Corona, nice. That's solid. So that's pretty obnoxious for me. Although, I could just do this. Keep him locked down with the Primus Shield Master. Do I need Flicker anymore? Do I need Flicker? Because he's like right there and he's locked down. No, I need Flicker in case I need to, if he like moves Spelljammer here and does like a double conga line, Flicker will allow me to pop all the way out here. So I think it's okay to just keep that alive. And then we'll punch. And then we'll keep this Gravity Well up because it keeps the Spelljammer from hitting the Primus Shield Master. Cool. I'll take that. Just really restricting what he has available to him here. There's a Chromatic Cold probably, or another Frigid Corona. So this deck ends up being a bit frustrating to play against with this style. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine, right? Because all he's doing is just delaying me while I get combo pieces to go for the big burst. Thunderhorn. Oh my god, we've got the Onyx Bear Seal. Glory, hallelujah. I can even, if I wasn't stunned, I could backstab Thunderhorn, and then it doesn't counterattack, and then it doesn't get its Chain Lightning off, which is really funny. And you see, so I left this Gravity Well up in order to keep the Primus Shield Master safe and alive. Ooh, he burned Luminous Charge. That's really good for us, too. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to Onyx Bear Seal, and then I'll Twin Strike. that's really solid. That's really solid. And by leaving these gravity wells up, it makes it so that if he deals with the Primus Shieldmaster some way, he can't walk two to the right. I don't think I mind that being there. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to, And the Spelljammer is actually really good for me too, so I'm probably just going to leave that up as well. So I'll just kill this Gravity Well with my Silhouette Tracer and set up for next turn. So I can just keep fighting him. Obscuring Blow. Nice. So he's got 6 cards in hand. Yeah, I know you're mad. But I mean, you're playing Wall Vanar. Hearth Sister. Cool, cool, cool. So even with that all said and done, he can only run 2 to the right. And I'm just drawing my combo pieces. Because now I got Flicker, Bangle, Obscuring Blow. Is that his 3rd Corona? Wow. And you're the mad one, eh? I see. Okay. So that's how this is. Whew. And again, in like a more minion-focused deck, this wouldn't be that bad. Like, you would just flood the board and you're just like, whatever. But the fact that there's 3 Frigid Coronas in a row is kind of obnoxious. I can still flicker. I can actually still flicker to get behind him. Which I think I'm going to do, actually. Let me see. Because I can flicker. Yeah, I can flicker. I still get to move behind him. And then I can play Primus Shieldmaster. And playing it here keeps the Spelljammer from going into it. What do I want this to trade into? I suppose the trick is to keep the Crystal Wisp alive. So I guess I just do this and kill the Spelljammer. We'll play Sinister Silhouette. Onyx Bear Seal is good. We've got Obscuring Blow, Bangle. Probably Chromatic Cold coming down here. Yep. Man, these are some strong sequences he's getting. Shimzar. Oh, okay. So no Shimzar Thunderhorn. Looks like. Oh, my mistake. He does have Shimzar Thunderhorn. And he intentionally, of course, moves it here. So that I can't step up behind him in case I have more backstabby. So Sai's gonna go in and do his duty. And I suppose the best case scenario for me is twin striking and having it hit here. Replace one Bangle. Silhouette Tracer. Cool. We're gonna try to set up some good odds here for us. Twin strike. Yes! Beautiful. And then we'll just blink this over here, I guess. Now he'll just be able to step around like this, which is unfortunate that he was able to delay just the right amount of time. So we couldn't backstab him. So Frigid Corona's kind of lame. And I was thinking when I first conceptualized this list, I was like, oh man, Frigid Corona really shuts me down. I should probably run Dispel, right? Because you can Dispel your own general to get rid of stun. But Dispelling my own general would get rid of Obscuring Blow, which kind of defeats the purpose. And I only need Dispel for, like, this specific matchup, so it ended up being, like, a bit too narrow of a thought. Ooh, punished for leaving the Hearth Sister up. Actually, no. Let's see. I can go Tatsu the Hearth Sister. Blink the Primus Shield Master to kill this Gravity Well, and then I Silhouette Tracer up. Let me see, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8. Yeah, I got him. We go Tatsu here. We blink the Primus Shield Master here to kill this Gravity Well. Don't even give me those emotes, my friend. You gave me the bow. Now you're about to get the bow. The bow wow! Yes, because I am a dog and I'm coming for that booty! Whoo! We did it! Okay, so that was pretty good. That was pretty good. He did a really good job of keeping himself alive, delaying our combo, but we got the burst. He should have played Embla behind him. Actually, should have moved up, played Embla behind, and then he would have been perfectly protected. Then I would have Silhouette Tracered out. Is probably what I would have done, is Silhouette Tracered out of all those walls and walked away. And then just waited and waited and waited until I got Zendo or something to pull him away from his corner and kill him. But thank you so much for watching. Again, deck list and deck code will be in the description. I'll probably go over the decks, finer points a little bit more at some later date. I've been playing it a lot on stream, but I will see you all next time, and you have a good one.